Welcome!
It's Wednesday!
It's What's Happening Wednesday.
What is happening, Carrie?
What is happening?
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is the officially unofficial Geek channel. This is Carrie and
Joe.
Joe. It's What's
Robot
Happening
Joe.
Wednesday, and I will tell you what has definitely not been happening.
What's not been happening?
What's not been happening? A certain comic book artist with a Kickstarter that hasn't been funded, or has been funded since 2015, has decided he would rather rag on a fellow artist than do his work.
The guy's a chode. I read all the stuff. Ugh.
Everybody's
just dunking on him.
Mr. Pearson, if you are listening,
You are a fucking chode, bro.
and go back to work, man. Seriously.
Or don't.
Dude.
Don't. Get out of the business, man.
Or-
'Cause you're kind of a chode.
Yeah, well, at least finish what people paid for.
Yeah, finish what people pay for. Get out of the business. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you.
I don't even know who the fuck he is.
I don't know either,
quite
but
frankly.
I'm just assuming nobody likes him.
Well, nobody likes him right now, apparently, from what you were telling
You
me.
have no friends.
You have no friends. Nobody likes you. Stop ragging on people. Stop being a gatekeeper.
Yeah, really.
Anyways, speaking of gatekeeping.
Speaking of gatekeeping, Damon's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we're talking this time.
About?
Damon Targaryen.
Not Damon Salvatore this time.
Though Damon Salvatore is still...
No, you know what? He's getting on my nerves too. He's just... I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. This
Okay.
season is not as good as the last season's, and I just want it to be that good. And I watch an episode now once a day at least, so we got to watch an episode. But it's like, I just want it to be season 3, but it's not. Season 3 was good, and I liked it. And now it's just going off on weird things, and there's more supernatural stuff. I didn't need more supernatural stuff. I just needed vampires killing things, bro. Just that's all
Well,
I need.
I'm going to tell you right now. What you're up for with Vampire Diaries, because guys, in case you were wondering, we are talking about Joe's watch through the Vampire Diaries. I'm going to tell you something.
It doesn't have the originals in it, and I just like the originals. I want them to come back.
He wants Elijah to come back.
Yes.
Yeah, he wants Elijah and Klaus back.
They were awesome. And now they're gone on their own show that I can't watch until I watch all this show.
I told you, you can watch the originals now.
No, I can't. I gotta
They
watch.
happen concurrently.
I know, but I have to watch this show first because I already started it.
Okay. Well,
That's my rules.
so here's the thing. I'm going to tell you right now. You get a shit ton of witches.
I don't care.
You get a siren, and you get demons coming.
Sirens. Alright, demons sound cool, but I don't care about no fucking sirens. Like, what, is she out there on a rock singing to fucking people, like, drawing in the fucking...
Dude. It's, the thing is like the sirens and the witches and the coven of witches and the...
I bet she sees a siren that sings pop songs, and she's gonna make me mad. I'd be like, what is this?
No. The sirens, witches, and demons all come together, and it's, you know, I'm bummed that I didn't watch it the first time around, and I watched it like later on, like when it originally aired, because that would have been cool to watch it when it originally happened and been involved in like any of the discussion and everything like that went on with it.
Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
We're not here to talk about that. Though, you know, let's talk about
House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon, Episode 3.
I'm still liking the show. I thought
He
I would
is-
hate it.
He is still liking the show.
As a
folks.
matter of fact, I think that the third episode was the best episode out of them all so far.
You know what? It is probably the most exciting episode.
For sure.
So what do we got going on here? We have got a little bit of a couple years of a time jump.
Yeah, it was a couple years, wasn't it? I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
so Alicent Hightower has married the king. She is now queen of the kingdom.
She's also mother to a boy
She also is pregnant
with another child.
with another child. So they have named their first son Aegon.
He's
Aegon
not
the
the cool
second.
Aegon, though.
Yeah, he's second of his name. And it is officially his second name day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, of course, There is a hunt. A wonderful little, celebratory birthday party weekend. And they are going on a hunt. And this basically means that they're trying to find a stag to kill in honor of the little baby Aegon. Does that pretty much cover it?
Yeah, pretty much covered it. There was a hunt, and they were like, oh, yay. And...
Well, you know what I noticed, and what you kind of also noticed about the hunt, if I'm remembering correctly, is that, see, what happens is you have the king in the court, and all the king's, hunky-dory, good time friends. They all go out in the middle of the woods. They build this big camp, right? And his daughter is a part of them. Now, Rhaenyra is feeling a little, she's a teenage girl and she needs to feel special. She is not feeling special, and she's feeling like nobody's actually really came out and said to her, don't worry, you're still number one gal, You are
my number one guy.
Yeah, so if you remember, Rhaenyra was named the successor to the crown.
And she was, and now she's feeling like she's not because there's a boy.
Yeah, there's a boy now.
Male heir.
There's a male heir now, and everybody. It's not just Rhaenyra. That's like
the whole court wants them to name the son the
heir.
The heir to the crown, but she's not doing it.
But he's not doing it, and he is like, boom, boom, boom. I'm not doing it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he even talks about how he has been, Viserys needs to work on his communication.
Yeah, so does his daughter, though.
Yeah,
she
it's
really
a familiar, it's a family trait here. Lack of ability of logical,
she just goes and mopes her out and doesn't do anything.
Logical communication, linear logical communication does not effectively happen in the Targaryen family, apparently. Because what should have been happening is, see, this is the order of the conversation, the broken up conversation between Rhaenyra and her father, King Viserys. Woman, you're gonna get married, you're gonna have children. You're going to get married, you're going to have children, because I'm getting all these, marriage proposals, and it sucks because I can't talk to you about them. But don't worry, I want you to marry someone for the good of the kingdom because you are still my heir. That's how the conversation pretty much went.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. Rhaenyra is stubborn, headstrong, wants to do things her way, and when first off the talk happens about someday you'll have children and be married, she's not all keen with that. Then she gets hit on big time by a Lannister.
Yeah, by Mr. Dude Lannister.
By Dubro Lannister, guys. Oh my goodness. And he is right there with the man to offer her wine. And oh my god, he is laying it on thick.
He's a Lannister.
He's a Lannister, guys. He's working quick and thick. Okay, so...
At least he's not sleeping with his sister.
That we know
like
of.
Like Targaryens do.
That we know of.
Well, we only know one family that's known for doing that. And that's Targaryens. They are incesty.
They are. They really are. So the idea actually does come up when Rhaenyra's like, no thank you to...
Yeah, marry your brother.
Yeah, to marry your fucking Otto Hightower, man. God, take a seat, brother.
Guy's a joke.
So, like, this dude, he's like, let me give you the obvious solution. Why don't we marry Rhaenyra to Aegon II? And Viserys is like, what are you smoking, bro? The kid's 2 years old. What do you mean? Marry her to Aegon, go take a seat. Leave me alone. Alright?
Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
So, him and his daughter have this conversation and argument in front of everyone, right? She doesn't want to get married. She does not like the idea of she thinks she's being used as a bartering object.
Yeah.
Another one of the Lannisters that happens to be in the king's council comes up and he's like, okay, so here's the deal, yo. I'm going to tell you who I think you should pick for your daughter. So I've given you counsel before. And he's like, what? You want me to have her marry your
son?
It's son, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, actually, no. I'm going to tell you about how she should marry somebody else. And he makes an argument for, God, what's her name? The other Valerian family.
Yeah.
That is now side plot fighting with Prince Daemon.
Yeah.
On the stepping stones.
I forget what his name is. There's so many people to keep freaking track of.
And they all have like similar names. Damn.
Should be on the Game of Thrones wiki, dang it. But I'm not on it.
We're not on it right now. We're just talking about it, guys. You know who we're talking about if you're watching the series. You know exactly who we're talking about. It is basically the twin brother of the girl that was originally offered up to the king along with Alicent Hightower.
Yeah.
Okay? So he's like, oh, okay, well, I wasn't expecting that, right? So later on, he has the conversation, two conversations. King Viserys has two conversations. One is with his queen about offering aid to his brother, which the war is not going well with the Crab King guy and the pirates. It's not working out for them. But the king has made his, choice before. He's not going to get involved. He's not going to deal with this. But then it gets to the point where it's like, come on, guys, if we lose this area, it's not very good. So we need to get involved. And so he asks his wife for a little counsel. And it seems like she convinces him to take action.
Yeah.
She's just like, fuck what people might think about what happened. There's a fierce urgency of now.
And it's your brother.
And it's your brother, goddammit. Like, go. Do something.
And this has been going on for 2 years, too. This
yeah, it's been going on for a while now. Okay? So they're getting beaten up. It's not going good. And so now the king is going to offer help. And then the king finally has his third part of his conversation with Rhaenyra.
And he's pretty much like, all right, you know what? You find your own suitor, man.
He's like, I don't want to deal with this. You're going to get married. Here's my compromise on the situation. You're going to get married.
You find who you're going to marry.
But you figure it out. If you need any suggestions, I'll let you know. Kind of thing. And by the way, you're my heir. I may have wavered a little bit, but, the things you have done and you've shown me have told me that you are the proper heir. Now, what did Rhaenyra show her father? Rhaenyra got mad at her father for saying that she had to get married, and she ran off into the King's Wood on horseback.
Yep.
With her personal guard with her. So
she came back with a big piggy.
So, what's really cool? Okay, so...
And she saw that white stag that they didn't catch.
Exactly, I was about ready to bring that up. Yes. So originally they wanted to do this hunt and find the White Hart stag. Okay? It was supposed to be a sign, and they had spotted it in the Caneswood, and they were going to try to lure it out, and they were going to get this stag, and it was going to be this big, great, wonderful thing for Aegon's second name day. It was going to be this beautiful omen of the kingdom to come, and blah, blah, blah. They never even saw it.
No, but she did.
But she did. Supposedly, if you were to lay eyes, if you're in the Kingswood, if you were to lay eyes on this stag, particular stag, it is meant to be a good omen for you, that you're going to be a good leader or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. King Viserys, King Aegon, King Viserys, Prince Aegon, none of them actually laid eyes on the stag, but she did. After stabbing to death a fucking boar.
Yeah.
Okay? She stabbed to death a boar covered in its fucking blood, guys. Covered in its fucking blood, she stabs the dude to death, the fucking boar to death. Okay? That attacks her. With help, but
Well,
still.
Yeah, her guard stabbed it once.
Yeah. The guard helped her, you know, get in a better position to stab it to death. And when we say she is covered in blood, the girl needs a shower.
Yep.
Okay.
Baths in the camp.
So, the king has to have a random stag held still for him to have to stab it twice with a sword to kill it. With a spear. Excuse me. You're right. Spear.
Because that Lannister gave
That Lannister dude gave him a spear. Yeah. Bro Suitor Lannister #1 gave him a spear. He used it, and yeah. So Rhaenyra, girlfriend, you know, comes walking back into camp.
Oh, loop.
Dragging the fucking boar. All, like, everybody's sitting there and feasting on their stag. Well, she just brought breakfast.
She brought pulled pork to the party.
Yeah. Pulled pork to the party, baby. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, now we gotta go far away.
We gotta go to the Stones.
Yep.
Yeah. Because we
Where
have
things
this
are going
letter.
poorly.
We have this letter going out from King's Landing. We're sending reinforcements.
They're sending a raven.
We're sending all this shit, right? Not only did we send a raven, we didn't send a raven. We sent
Ships.
We're sending like 3 or 4 members of the King's Guard, of the Red Guard,
Yeah.
to deliver this message to Prince Daemon, who is just getting back from doing a round of Boom Boom Fire Kitty with his Boom Boom Fire Kitty attack with his dragon, and it's not going
mad.
well. And he's just like, oh my god.
Damon's a bitch, though. This kid is a bitch. He's just a whiny little bitch. Shut the fuck up, dude. Just.
No, but you know what? Here's the thing.
He's sending help. Oh, I want to do it myself.
No, but you know what?
You know what? No, he's a bitch.
No.
They're all bitches. They're all rich people and they can fuck off. All of them.
In defense of Daemon
Eat the rich.
Targaryen. Yes, fine. Eat the rich. But let me actually say this. You're getting very excited about this. You need to calm.
Game of Thrones is all about rich people, I just realized. And I hate them all. I hate all these people. The Starks. All of them.
You are getting... Take a breath. Take a moment.
Okay. We're good.
Okay. All right.
Fucking hate him.
In defense of Daemon Targaryen at this point. He is a seasoned warrior at this point.
He's
And
seasoned with
they're actually talking about using him as bait when he gets back.
Mm-hmm.
Then this message comes from the king. Oh, I'm finally gonna help.
Yeah.
I'm finally gonna help after,
Sometimes you just gotta accept help.
Well,
when it finally comes, you gotta accept it.
Maybe if he had a moment to just take it in and be like, you know what? How about I look better because he took forever to come to the party. But at that moment, their reaction, not so happy. Not so great on Daemon Targaryen's part. Not at all. No. And,
but it leads to one epically cool scene.
Oh my god. Oh my
where Daemon
god.
zigs and zags, unlike Rickon or Rickon. What's that kid's name?
Rickon Stark.
Yeah, he didn't zig and zag.
He didn't zig and zag.
Dude
we're remembering back to Game of Thrones. Another epic battle in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about that one though, because that show's stupid.
But come on.
And Rickon is stupid, and he deserved to
die.
The
battle for Winterfell.
Nah, I don't know about it because I didn't watch it. I didn't watch that far.
You didn't watch that episode?
No, and I'm not going to. I've watched skippity-doo episodes. I stopped watching after season 1 because
I swear to God, I thought you watched the battle for Winterfell. It's the moment where Rickon gets shot and killed.
Yeah, I watched that part because you showed me on YouTube.
Okay, but the battle is epic.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, you know what? I'll do my best to try to convince you off camera to watch it because I might rewatch that episode.
Okay.
But do my best on. Did I say off camera? Off recording to convince you.
Off camera, Mr. DeVille.
Anyways, so he decides, you know what? Let's do it. Basically, I mean, he has to be like, yeah, let's do it, because then he goes and he does it.
He does.
Man. It's hard to describe this. It's hard to describe this except for the fact that it is like Naruto run. Like, but there's a zigzag, right?
And he's cutting people up on the way.
And he is cutting people up left and right. He makes them think that he's he waves the white flag. He's surrendering.
He makes him think that he's got to surrender, and then he's just like, nope, I'm not doing that either.
And it's just like, he's on his knee, and he just kind of takes the shot from, like, on a knee, grabs his, like, with a dagger, grabs his sword, and just starts cutting everyone down. Because what they wanted to do is they wanted to draw this Crab King guy out, right? And he makes this fucking run. And it's literally, wow, I'm so excited about this, I can't speak. It's literally Daemon Targaryen against hundreds
of people, man.
Hundreds of people. There's so many. It could be 50, it could be 25, it could be 100, it could be 500. Okay? There's just a lot of people.
It's Daemon versus a lot of people
going after this guy. And let me tell you something. If you watch a lot of Doctor Who, you see a lot of Matt Smith doing these fucking runs. You know? And Matt Smith is really, I think, showing that he is definitely not a one-trick pony.
Oh no, he's definitely not the Doctor in this.
And the thing is like, he's been doing stuff, you know, like here and there since he was the Doctor. You know, he was in Terminator Genesis. He was in, you know, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Yeah. All different kinds of characters. And now, I think there's a movie he plays Charles Manson.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to check that out.
Yeah. He is just, if you weren't convinced already from any of the other little things that you've seen from Matt Smith, he is not just a one-trick pony. He's actually really great.
I like him in this. I mean, I like him as Doctor too, so. Yeah.
He's great. He's great as the Doctor. He's not my favorite, but he's really great. That's a whole other conversation for a whole other episode.
It is, but he's pretty great.
He's pretty great. He's pretty great.
He's what got me into liking Doctor Who again.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, for me, that's a whole other conversation.
We'll have that conversation.
That's a whole
next
other...
Wednesday we'll talk about it.
You know what? Let's talk about Doctor Who next Wednesday.
Okay.
Guys, you heard it here first. We're going to talk about Doctor Who next Wednesday. So, this just absolutely beautifully shot scene where you're thinking, oh my god, he's really just doing this all himself. And then the cavalry comes in. The rest of them all come in. You have the dude that was suggested by Papa Lannister.
Yeah.
Actually, he is riding Daemon's dragon.
Yep.
He's riding Daemon's dragon. The rest of the cavalry comes in, and oh my god.
Yeah, that was a pretty spectacular scene, man.
There's a point where Daemon Targaryen is on his back.
Yeah.
And he still fights his way up.
Before the reinforcements come.
Right before they come in. And you hear that dragon. Oh, man. You're just like, where's the fucking dragon? In all this, where's his dragon? Where is his dragon? Where is his dragon? And then the dragon shows up.
And that's pretty much...
And it's like, ah!
That was a good episode. It had a lot of action in it, so there's not much to be like...
We didn't even get to the best part, though.
That is the best part. We literally just told it the best part.
He runs into the cave.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, he runs into the cave and totally eviscerates Crab King. I forgot about that.
Comes out dragging.
Yeah, the body, and he's cut in half.
Comes out dragging, not the entire body.
You don't see it. It's off screen. You know what? It's off camera, and it's so cool that they left that off camera. I think that is so cool that they left that off camera.
Right.
He runs into the cave, and then he just comes back out with half a body.
It's like, what happened here?
Like half a body.
Like, you don't even realize when they start shooting him again, coming out of the cave. You don't even realize, because it's a silhouette. You can't tell right away that it's him coming out of the cave. Like that, you're wondering, okay, are they showing us him going into the cave looking for this guy, and we're gonna see some shit? No, this is you see him running towards the cave, going into the cave. You don't see anything until he is walking back out, bloodied, dragging that fucking torso.
Yeah.
Guys, this is epic.
And the guts are hanging out. That's so cool.
Like, yeah, he's like, there's like intestines and shit, and oh my god. Oh my god.
And then that was the end.
That was it, man.
I forgot. How did I forget about that? That is the coolest part.
That is the coolest goddamn. Well, because the whole part was cool.
The whole part was cool, but that is the coolest part when he comes back out with that body.
The whole thing was cool. You have the fucking dragon. You know.
Now I wonder what's going to happen when reinforcements do arrive. It's we're done.
Thanks, guys, but we got this.
We did it. You know what? That gave him the push he needed, though. It's like, all right, we're going to get this shit done.
Because I'm not going to be the little brother that
needed help.
That couldn't handle shit without my brother's help. And he did it. Bravo, Daemon Targaryen. Bravo, Matt Smith.
Rich guy that I don't like. I don't like any of you, but I like the story.
You know, bravo. Bravo, Matt Smith.
I mean, there's one family I like.
The Greyjoys.
Yeah.
But they're not even around yet.
Yeah. No, they're a family at that time.
They are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, and you're also a Lannister guy.
Absolutely not. Oh, Lannister? Yeah, I do like the Lannisters.
Yeah. You were.
I thought you said a Stark at first. I'm like, no. Okay, that's my least favorite.
No. Let's be real. You are over the wall in the north.
Yeah, that's where I would be.
That's where you would be.
All this would be happening. I'd be like, let those rich people fucking rot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be free.
You would be hanging out with Tormund Giantsbane.
I'm gonna go hang with the real giants and stuff like that out there.
Yeah. You'd be hanging out with Tormund, you know, kicking back with some giants, drinking some ale.
Yeah.
You know, that would be you. That's you. None of this, you know, Lannister, Stark, Targaryen bullshit.
Unless it was with the freaking Greyjoys.
You see, that's your one thing is the Greyjoys. What about The Knights. What about the Vale?
They'd be like, we're pillaging. I'd be like, yeah, we are.
What about the Vale? Because they have the Knights of the Vale.
I don't care about them.
No.
No.
Okay. Oh, Brothers Without Banners.
Those guys are pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 I do like those guys too.
The Brotherhood Without Banners. You would like them too. But then they end up at the wall too.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. You would have either gotten in trouble and ended up at the wall as one of the or hung. You would have ended up at the wall as one of the taking the black. Yeah. Or you would have been over the wall.
Oh, the second they put me at the wall, I'd be like, I'm out, guys. See you guys later, man. They'd be like, yeah, or you took a vow. And I'd be like, or I lied.
And then you'd be over in the over the wall with the free folk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm out. I'm going to go kill that crazy guy that humps his fucking daughters, though, while I'm out here. Mm-hmm. And that's skeezy, man.
Oh, my God. I forget, but he's...
Craster.
Yes! Craster's babies that go to the Night King.
Yeah, that guy. I'm definitely killing that guy while I'm out there.
Yeah. No
Anyway.
fun. Anyways, that's about it, guys.
What are we doing next week? Doctor Who?
Let's talk about Doctor Who.
Okay. Because I used to like Doctor Who, and then I could talk about, like, how I liked it, and then I didn't like it for a long time.
Yeah.
Now I like it again.
We call that the dark period.
Yeah, now I like it again. Except for not the biggest fan of the writing of the current seasons, but you know what? I love Jodie Whittaker. I think she is awesome.
I think what ended up being good writing wise in those 3 series with Jodie Whittaker, what ended up being good writing wise, you saw some pretty good Doctor.
Yeah. But we'll get to that next week.
We'll talk about that next week. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that because...
Isn't it almost time for a new Doctor Who special coming?
It is in October.
Alright, I thought it was this month.
October. No, because that's when the Centennial happens. The BBC Centennial.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so that's it for us. Thank you for joining us. Please comment, let us know what you thought of the most recent Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, excuse me.
It's Game of Thrones still.
House of the Dragon, second of his name, the 3rd episode of House of the Dragon. Let us know if you knew Matt Smith had it in him. And that's it for us this week. So, we'll be seeing you guys.
Bye.
Bye.